All right. 5 tips, 5 reasons you're not seeing results. Hey guys, Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and today I want to give you 5 reasons why you're not seeing results. And if you don't know, this is my buddy Mojo. He's 10 years old, and he's feeling particularly loving and needy for some reason right now. Normally he likes to go over and sit down and take a nap when we start shooting videos. So guys, I have an interesting little thing I want to talk to you about at the very end of this video. So stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you what I'm drinking here at the end of the video. All right, so 5 different reasons I'm going to go through today. And some of these are super simple for you guys to do, and some of them are going to really require a lot of effort, all right? And some of them are just super tough for me too. So the first one, guys, is just you're not consistent. Everybody gets real excited about, this new kind of fitness journey they're going on at the very beginning. And then the problem is after a few months, it becomes kind of, rote, meaning you're doing the same thing. You've kind of memorized what you're supposed to do, and it just becomes boring. And so that's real hard to overcome. And so once you lose your initial kind of kid-like enthusiasm for exercising and being consistent, it becomes more of a chore. And guys, I've been doing it for 40 years, so trust me, I totally understand the feeling. Matter of fact, this week I've been, in a real low spot, and I've missed 2 workouts. But I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, it's probably been at least 2 months, maybe 3 months since I've missed a single day working out, one of my workouts. And so I'm like, that's probably what it is. I just kind of get burned out. And so I've missed 2 workouts this week, and that's okay. No biggie. I'm just going to wait and listen to my body. So guys, consistency is way more important than you realize. And that's why I always end every video with, stick with it and never give up on yourself. The stick with it is the hard part, guys. All right, just to let you know here, I got a little surprise for you at the end of the video. I love what I'm drinking here. I'm going to tell you what it is. But before I get to that, you got 4 more tips. So tip number 2, guys, is our hormones. I'm 60 years old, and I guarantee you all the guys watching this video now are probably average age is probably 55 to 65. So, our T levels are just not what they used to be. And it's totally normal and natural, unfortunately. Okay, so there's a lot of things we can do to try to keep our T levels elevated. And I've shot some other really great videos. Gary has too, so I encourage you to use the search feature in our YouTube channel here. But guys, you do need to do whatever you can to try to help keep your T levels high, because your testosterone affects not just your ability to build muscle, but it affects your ability to burn fat. And of course, all the other things, your energy levels, your libido, all your self-confidence, and, kind of goes on and on and on. So this is the easiest of the 5 tips today, guys. And it's just try a supplement. Okay. Our anabolic reload is one of a couple of different T-boosting, all natural supplements that we have. I take it every day. Now, guys, I'm lucky. I get it. I get all this stuff for free. All right. So it's just so nice to be able to just basically pop a pill. Because most of the stuff I'm going to tell you about today is, requires just a lot of effort, a lot of work, and sticking with it. So anyway, supplements don't work for everybody. Okay. I just want to, let you know that. And because of that reason, we have a phenomenal money back guarantee. There's no other company in the fitness industry that offers a 365-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. Just send us an email. You don't even have to mail the bottle back. All right? Nobody else does that, because what they know is it's a pain in the ass to mail the supplements back. You got to go down and, box them up and then go to the delivery place, the UPS store, and pay shipping and freight. And so they just don't do it. They put it off. So All we require is an email. So it's a risk-free trial. And you won't know if it's going to work for you unless you at least try it for a month or two. And that's all I would recommend, guys. Click the link below. It'll take you to our website where it tells you all the ingredients. There's so many ingredients here, I don't even try to remember them. But our website is really, really brilliantly done, because it doesn't just tell you the ingredients, it tells you why we put those ingredients in there, what each one does for you, okay? So it's just a great thing to give it a shot, guys. There's just no excuse not to try it. This tastes so great. You're going to want to know, I promise. All right. Tip number 3. But before I get there, do us a favor. Hit that little thumbs up button below the screen right here. Give us a like, share our YouTube channel with your buddies. I guarantee you have some friends that need it. And it really does help us out. It helps us basically spread the word to all the guys around the world, more specific, mostly in the English-speaking world, but even non-English-speaking world. So that would really help us out. And then tip number 3, guys, is your nutrition. It's not dialed in. I answered an email today with a long response to a guy that had seen a lot of results, a lot of fat loss results initially, a lot, like 50 pounds. But this guy wants to lose another 50 pounds, and he just plateaued 6 months ago. And he was asking what was going on, and he told me that he's eating between 800 and 1,200 calories a day. All right, so guys, that's not even close to enough calories. And that's why he initially lost a bunch of weight, but then plateaued. He stopped losing it, even though he still has 50 pounds of excess fat, okay? So what happens is he got on such a low caloric diet that after a while, after a few months of losing weight, his body just went into starvation mode. So he kind of, temporarily damaged his metabolism is what's going on. So your body is getting so few calories, it thinks it's going to die. It's going to starve, so it slows itself down to conserve energy, all right? And you don't just burn calories when you're working out, guys. Most of your calories are burned just resting, just sitting here talking to the camera, working on your computer, sleeping at night, okay? And so his metabolism got so slow that even though he's eating 800 to 1,200 calories, a day, he's breaking even. All right, I told him he's actually going to have to increase his caloric intake. Sounds kind of weird. All right, but he's got to get it back up to a healthy level, get his metabolism back up to where it's working normally like it should, and then slightly back off, okay, on his caloric intake. Maybe 500 calorie per day deficit, because 500 a day times 7 days a week is 3,500 calories per week deficit. Well, guess what? 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. And the same goes for you guys that are trying to build muscle, and you're not really, you might have built muscle the first 3-4 months when you first started working out, and then you kind of leveled off. You're not getting any stronger. You're not seeing the muscle. It's because a lot of you guys aren't getting enough protein in your daily diet. Okay, so nutrition, I think, is the hardest of these 5 tips, because it's something you have to do every day, all day. All right, so number 4 is sleep, guys. Taking a testosterone booster is by far the easiest. It takes about 5 seconds. All right, sleep is harder than you think for a lot of guys. I'm a perfect example. So if you're not getting enough sleep, then you're screwing up, your ability to build muscle, all right? Because while you sleep, that's when your body produces the vast majority of its hormones for the entire 24-hour period. A lot of guys don't realize that. So most of your testosterone is made at night, okay, when you're sleeping. So if you're not getting good sleep, there's a potential, it's not a guarantee, but there's a good potential that you're not producing as much testosterone as your body would like to if it was getting enough sleep, okay? And then of course, sleep and rest is also when your body does a lot of repairs to the damaged muscle fibers that we create when we work out. and that's when a lot of the growth occurs in the muscles. So sleep is really important. And guys, I just found out, this is just a few months ago, I found out I have sleep apnea. So I was having terrible sleep problems. So I was in bed for 8 hours a night, but I was waking up exhausted and not knowing why. So took a test, have apnea. I got one of those CPAP machines where you have to wear the little thing on your nose all night long. Helped dramatically. All right, so I'm 60 years old. I didn't realize this until I was 60. I probably have had this problem since I was 58. Okay, so anyway, that's another thing, guys. If you're snoring a lot, if you're feeling tired when you wake up in the morning, if you never feel, like you're really getting rested, there's a good chance you have sleep apnea. And you don't have to be overweight to have sleep apnea. Okay, so one of my good friends is a really good doctor. I mean, this guy's smart. And he just swore up and down months ago, there's no way I have sleep apnea. well, he's not a sleep doctor. Turns out I do. And when I went to buy the CPAP machine, okay, a lot of you guys know what that is. The guy that sold it to me said, look, it's not necessarily an age thing. It's not even necessarily being out of shape and overweight thing. He said lots of his clients, okay, are young professional athletes here in Dallas, Texas. He's talking about Dallas Cowboys. He's talking about the Dallas Maverick basketball team, the Texas Ranger baseball team, even the hockey team. So guys, get it checked out. It's a super simple thing to get tested now. Yeah, you don't have to go in and do this. They give you a little machine you wear at night for one night. And it just tells you whether you got have apnea or not. Okay, guys, tip number 5. We're at the very end here. Ooh, this is so good. I'm going to tell you at the end of this tip. You're not taking progress pics. That's why you're not seeing results. Now, does that sound a little weird? Yes, it's true, guys. You have to take progress pics. Matter of fact, search for progress pics in our YouTube channel. You're going to see a whole video. The only thing I shot in the whole video was progress pics, how to take them and why it's important. But guys, you don't realize how much progress you've made, all right? You don't know that you're seeing results because they happen slowly over time. And so the most important progress pic is the first one, right when you start, right when you start your new, better, nutrition, right when you start your workouts, that's critical. But then take them once a month, okay? And then you'll have something to look back on and compare against, because a lot of guys will say, all right, I've lost, 15 pounds, but, I don't look that much difference. Well, 15 pounds of fat is equivalent to 2 gallons of water. That's how big a volume 15 pounds of fat is. So take 2 big water jugs, gallon water jugs, and just hold them next to you. That's how much you've lost in fat. So you may not be able to see that because it happens so slowly, but if you go back and look at pictures from day one, you're going to go, wow, I'm actually seeing better results than I knew. All right, 5 tips, 5 reasons you're not seeing results. This one is not going to help with your results, but it's Friday afternoon. It's 6 o'clock. Beautiful weather. That's why we're shooting outside right now. And I haven't had a drink with a buddy in 2 weeks. And so my cameraman is a buddy. And so we decide, what the hell? We're both going to have a bourbon and Coke while we shoot videos today, Friday afternoon. Boom. All right, so if you're trying to lose weight, I don't recommend you do a lot of this, all right? But I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to break even. And every once in a while, I'm going to have me a little bourbon and actually some real Coke with sugar in it. Now, you can do it with Diet Coke, but it just tastes like shit. And then try this, guys. Just throw a little lime juice in there. It is amazing how much lime juice helps a bourbon and Coke. And remember, guys, I'm not doing this 3-4 nights a week. I do this maybe once a week max, all right? And it's been a couple of weeks since I have any buddies around, so what the hell? My cameraman and I decided we're gonna have some fun. It's Friday afternoon late. Boom. That is how I stick with it and never give up on myself.